We don't drive nice cars in my family. My wife has a minivan. I have a Jeep. It's my company car, but it's been the very first car of my entire life. My kids, my 16, 18-year-old, they drive crappy cars. My wife and I decided a couple years ago that we were going to take out a $65,000 loan to put in like this really nice backyard project where we have like a big patio, we have music, we have a huge fire pit, we have a hot tub, we have a place where we can all gather. Believe it or not, while that number scared us, that was an easy decision. We're like, that's an easy decision because our environment is something that's so important to us. Our connection is so important to us. When we finished that backyard project, I'm sitting there with my 16-year-old who's now 18, and he's just looking around. His friends were there. My other kids' friends were there. Our friends were there. We're playing music. We got the fire pit going. Like, I was just like, man, this is exactly what I hoped for. And my son sits next to me as I'm just kind of like sitting around, and he comes up to me and he's like, Dad, he goes, when are you going to buy your dream car? And I'm like, what are you talking about? He's like, well, he's like, you know, Kate's dad, he just bought a Corvette. Ethan's dad, he just bought a Mustang. And then Brady's dad just bought an Audi. Like, Dad, like, when are you going to buy your Corvette? It's funny he mentioned that because I'm like, I've never talked about a Corvette. I looked at him and I just smiled and I go, Ethan, you're sitting in my Corvette right now. And he's like, what are you talking about? I was like, well, think about it this way. I was like, I don't value cars. I don't. I was like, have you ever known me to have a nice car? Have you ever known your mom to have a nice car? He's like, no. He's like, you should get one. I was like, I did get one. It's right here. It's this backyard set. It's this patio. And he's like, I don't understand what you're talking about. I said, I could have spent 65 grand on a car, and then it's just me and you in the car. I don't know how much fun that would be. I think we'd go for rides and be like, yeah, it's cool. Or I could have bought this. I was like, yeah. Look around. I go, did I make the right decision or the wrong one? And then you saw him get it. And I was like, Ethan, I don't value cars. I value this. I value human connection. I value memories. I value seeing you light up like this with your friends here. That's what I value. I don't value a Corvette. And he was like, this is a really good decision. I was like, yeah, when you make decisions through what you value, you won't go wrong.